me ask you a question. What if the credit score you've been building for years, the one you think is protecting you, is about to be calculated completely differently starting this summer? Most people have no idea. And the truth of the matter is 6 major changes are rolling out right now, and they will either position you for an opportunity or cost you thousands of dollars. You'll be the same person, same habits, but you're going to get a completely different score. And this is going to make all the difference. So I want to share some things with you that are very important. Here's the problem. Most people are playing by rules that the credit system has just changed. You've been managing your score the way somebody taught you 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. Pay on time, keep utilization low, do not apply for too much credit at once. And that advice is not wrong, but it is not complete because the scoring models have evolved. And if you do not know what they are measuring now, you are optimizing for a test that has already been updated. I've been here in credit and finance for 37 years, and what I'm watching happen right now is the biggest shift I have seen in how credit scoring actually works in 25 years. So let me break down all 6 changes for you, what they are, what they mean, and exactly how to position yourself before summer fully gets into play in 2026. Now, change number 1, trended data. This is critical. Your credit score used to work like a photograph. Lenders looked at one moment in time, one snapshot of your balances, one picture of your behavior. That is over. FICO 10T and Vantage 4.0 now work like a 2-year video. They are watching the trend of your balances, not just where they are today, but where they have been over time. I've got to say that again. It's not just about the balance you have today. It's about the pattern of the balances over the last 24 months. So here's the problem. If you've been running a card up during the month, even if you pay it off before the due date, or like I teach, the statement date, the scoring model is now seeing those spikes. And if those spikes show up consistently, that pattern is going to hurt you. Mortgage lenders are already adopting these new models. This is not coming. This is happening. So here's the pro move. Keep your balance low at the statement close date, not the due date. Those are not the same day. Find out when your statement closes and make sure your balance is low before that date. That one move changes what the model sees, especially when it becomes your pattern. Change number 2, medical debt reduction. This is important. Medical debt is being treated differently. Paid medical collections and smaller medical debt are largely being ignored by the newer scoring models. Vantage 4.0 and FICO 10T, these models are simply not penalizing you for medical debt the way older models did. If you had a paid medical collection dragging your score down, the newer model may just look past it. Now, I need you to hear what I'm not saying. I am not saying all medical debt is gone. I am not saying you can ignore unpaid medical debt. Unpaid medical debt still exists, and older scoring models, for them, many of those lenders still use it. They still see it. This is a system correction, not a system eraser. So here's the pro move. Before you assume your medical debt is no longer hurting you, find out which scoring model your lender is pulling, because if they are using an older model, that collection is still on the report, still being counted, still costing you. Change number 3, mortgage trigger lend spam ends. This is good. This one is about protection. You know what happens when you pull credit to shop for a mortgage? Your phone blows up. Emails start coming in. Lenders you have never heard of are suddenly calling you with special offers. This is because the credit bureaus have been selling your personal information the second you apply for a mortgage. That practice is ending. As of March 2026, they now require your explicit consent before selling your data to lenders. No no more flood of predatory calls the moment you start shopping. But here is the flip side. That flood of calls, some people were using those to shop rates. Now those calls stop, which means you need your own lender relationships built before you need them, not reactive, proactive. The system stopped doing the shopping for you. Now you have to do more and be more intentional. Change number 4, buy now, pay later hits credit reports, and my goodness, this one is already hurting so many people. This one is going to catch people off guard, and I am seeing it in the hundreds. Buy now, pay later app, Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay, Sezzle, Zip, and on and on and on. They are now showing up on credit reports. FICO 10 and FICO 10T are scoring them. The 0% interest, no credit check, split into 4 payments deal, it is not invisible anymore. The system sees it, lenders see it, and it is being counted as debt behavior. Used responsibly, it can help build your profile. Used carelessly, you've got more than 2 of these, it will damage it. The truth of the matter is, buy now, pay later was never really a loophole. It was a delay. So here's the pro move. Use buy now, pay later deliberately or avoid it entirely, because now every time you split a payment, that is data points the scoring model is tracking, and they're going to record it as an installment loan, which will hurt your debt to income ratio. Change number 5, rent and utility payments now count. This is good. This one is going to be good news for you. FICO 10T and Vantage 4.0 are now incorporating rent and utility payment history. Think about what this means. If you've been paying rent on time for years, that consistency is now currency. If your utility bills have been on time, the model can now see that and reward you for it. This is the biggest win for people with thin credit files. People who do not have a lot of credit accounts but have been responsible with their bills. The system is finally starting to see them. So here's the pro move. Make sure your rent and utilities are being reported. Not every landlord reports automatically. Not every utility company either. Check, request it if you have to, because if you are not being reported, you are leaving credit history on the table. And change number 6, the 620 FICO minimum is dead. This one is important. Fannie Mae is dropping the rigid 620 FICO minimum. Lenders are shifting to holistic evaluation, income, cash flow, payment history, not just a number. The gate is wider now, but the scrutiny is deeper. They are not just looking at your score anymore. They are looking at your pattern, your story, the behavior behind the number. I'm going to say this again. They are not just judging your score. They are judging your pattern. And that is actually good news for everyone who's been doing things the right way, but has not had the score to show it like you deserved it. Now, I want to say something here for business owners. If you're a business owner, I want to talk directly to you for just a minute, because these 6 changes hit you a little bit differently, and I want to break it down for you. Trended data. If you're using personal credit cards to fund business expenses, even temporarily, FICO 10T is going to see those balance spikes as a pattern, not a one-time event. A pattern. More. Move your business spending to business credit cards that do not report to your personal credit bureaus. Protect your personal score from the volatility of business cash flow. Medical debt on your personal report. This used to quietly sabotage your business funding applications. Newer models ignoring those collections mean your personal profile looks cleaner, but many commercial lenders are still using older models. Know which model your lender is pulling. Do not assume it is gone. Buy now, pay later for business. A lot of business owners use these apps for equipment and inventory. Now that behavior is visible. Lenders will see it as debt behavior, not a clever workaround. Holistic lending is an opportunity for you. With the 620 minimum gone, if you have strong cash flow but a lower personal score, you can now qualify for better terms if your income documentation and bank statements are positioned correctly. This is critical. You must have an accurate accounting. And the rent and utility reporting, if you have a thin personal credit file but years of on-time business lease and utility payments, these new models can use that to strengthen your personal credit, which is going to open up better business funding opportunities for you. Here's what nobody's telling any of you. These 6 changes are not just technical updates. They are a signal. Credit system is evolving, people, from judging a snapshot to judging a pattern. And patterns come from your operating system. Your score is not broken, but your programming could be. Most people manage their credit reactively. Something happens, they respond. A bill is due, they pay it. A score drops, they Google what to do. This is not strategy. This is survival. The entrepreneurs, the individuals who win with these new models are the ones who are thinking in patterns, not just payments. Your identity thermostat is set to whatever you believe you deserve financially. And your credit behavior, your spending patterns, your balance trends, your timing decisions, all of it reflects that thermostat setting. The truth of the matter is credit scores do not just respond to effort, they respond to data patterns. And once you understand those patterns, you can control what the model sees. This is critical for you. Here is the blueprint. 3 moves before this summer hits in a big way. Move 1, audit your statement closing dates. Go to every credit card you carry, find the statement close date, not the due date. Make sure your balance is under 10% before that date every single month. That is what the model photographs. That is what shows up in your 2-year trend. Control that close date. Control the score. Move 2, verify what is being reported for you. Pull your credit report. Check if your rent is being reported. Check if your utilities are being reported. If not, contact your landlord, contact your provider, or use a rent reporting service. You've been building credit history that the system was not even seeing. Start making it visible. And move 3, decide right now about buy now, pay later. If you're using a buy now, pay later, be intentional about it. 1 or 2 at max. Use it only for things that would have bought you. You would have already reached out for these things. You would have already bought them. Use it only for them. Pay it on time, every time, or stop using it until you have a clear strategy, because the loophole is closed. It is now a data point. Make sure it's a good one for you. I'm going to tell you why. You'll be the same person, same habits, but positioned differently, and that's going to make all the difference in the world. Remember this, the credit system is not your enemy, but it does reward the people who understand how it works. These 6 changes are not obstacles. They are your open door for a person who is paying attention. Drop in the comments if any of these 6 changes caught you off guard. Tell me which one hits closest to home. And if you want to go deeper, the CBL Wealth Blueprint is the system that puts all of this together for you. Credit, business, life aligned. There's a link in the description. Whether you're a business owner wanting great coaching to have a successful business, or an individual with credit needs, check out the links. And if you are not watching any of my videos, you need to go back and look and see the good stuff that's going to help you elevate your life so that you can get the money flowing like it's supposed to flow. Be blessed. Talk to you soon.